A recruiter said something online and people went crazy. He said, lying in interviews is not just normal, it is necessary. Now I know what you are thinking. That is just wrong. But wait, I read all 6 of his points carefully, and honestly, some of them I did not expect to agree, but I did. So today, we are going to go through all 6 together. I will tell you where I think he's right and where I think he went so far. And I will also tell you what you should be doing in your next interview. So, let's get started. So here is what happened. This recruiter, someone who has been taking interviews for many years, wrote a post on Reddit. Thousands of people commented. Some said, finally someone is being honest. Some said, this is exactly what is wrong with hiring today. So his main point was this: an interview is not a test, it is a deal. The company wants to hire you at the lowest price they can. So, just like any deal, you need a plan. But he was very careful about one thing. He said, I'm not talking about lying about your degree or making up a job you never did. He's talking about something different, about how you say things, and that line between lying and being smart about how you speak. That is what this whole video is about. So the point 1 is, he says if HR asks what your last salary was and you want more money, do not give the real number. And I partly agree here. But my reason is more important than that trick itself. See, in many places, and this is changing in India too, companies are not supposed to ask this question. Why? Because they were using your old salary to keep your new salary low. If you were paid less before, they would keep paying you less. This system was working against you. So if someone asks, you can just move the conversation by saying this: based on what this role pays in the market, I'm looking for something between X and Y. And trust me, this is not lie. And now if you are watching this video, my request is, do not make up big fake numbers when it is about your salary. See, some companies check, and if they find out, you do not just lose your job, you lose your name in the whole network. See, know what the market pays, use that number, and that's more than enough. So now let's talk about the point number 2. He says, do not tell them the office was bad or the culture was toxic. Just say you wanted new things. I fully agree, but for a different reason than him. See, this is not really a lie. This is just being smart about how you talk. See, think about this that way. Let's say you are the recruiter, right? Just imagine for a moment. And someone sits in front of you, 10 minutes in, and they start talking badly about the company. The manager was terrible. The team was mess. Office politics is everywhere. Like every time he was talking about all that thing. Now pause this video and tell me, what is the first thought in your head? You can write down in the comment section as well. You must be thinking, he is going to do the same thing for us and for me in his next job interview, right? Yes. So the same thing happens with the HR also. And trust me, you can be honest without being negative. Try something like, I was looking for a chance to grow in this direction and that was not possible in my last role. That is true. That is clean. And that way, you can move the conversation forward. See, interview do not reward the honest person. They reward the person who know how to speak well. And knowing that, that is not being fake. That is being smart. That's a fact. Now let's talk about point number 3. Same idea. Even if your manager was really bad, do not say it in the interview. And I want to be very honest here. I see both sides. I have seen people give a great interview. Every answer was good. Every example was clear. And then they lost everything in the last 10 minutes because they could not stop talking bad about the manager. All that good work, gone. But I have also seen people stay silent to protect a bad manager. And that silence just means that the next person who will join the organization is have to face the same thing, same bad manager. So now the question is, what should we actually say here? Say something like this. That job taught me a lot about how I work best and what kind of team helps me to do my best work. That's honest. It tells the manager something real about you, and you do not walk into a new place carrying old problems with you. That's a strategic answer. Now let's talk about point number 4. I think many of you have been nervous about this question for your whole career. Trust me. The recruiter jokes that he personally wants to have a farm with cows, but he says, do not tell that to the company. They want to feel you are serious, so connect your answers to their future. And here's the truth about this question. See, the recruiter also does not know where they will be in the 5 years. Nobody does, right? Nobody. See, they are not asking for a prediction. They are asking for 2 things. Are you serious about growing? And does your direction make sense at this company? So, you do not need to lie here. You just need to be ready. Try something like, I want to grow into a role where I am leading work and helping my team grow too. From what I know about this company, I think that path is here. That is not dishonest. That is just preparation. See, this question is easy if you have done your homework on the company. If you have not done your homework, this question can create a real problem. So now let's talk about point number 5. And this one is the most important point in this whole video. And this is where I see most people, especially in India, lose the most in interviews. He says, stop making your work sound smaller than it was. Speak up about what you did. Sell yourself. And I agree. 100% agree with him. See, here's the problem. Many of us grew up hearing, be humble, do not take too much credit, always talk about your team or the other members. And those are really, really good values in life, in friendship, and at home. But in interview, that same habit can hurt your chances. See, being humble and hurting yourself are 2 different things. And many of us have been mixing them up for years. When a recruiter asks what you did, that is one moment where you are supposed to speak for yourself. Your team is not in the room. Your manager is not in the room. Only you are there. You can still talk about your team without making yourself invisible. If you really want to be very humble, say something like this. I led the work that found a 15% cost saving. I worked with operations and finance team to make it happen. Clear, honest, strong, and done. Now let's talk about his point number 6. He says, your CV is not your full story. It is like an ad for yourself. It has only few seconds to make someone interested. And if your actual work is great, but your CV sounds like you did nothing, you already lost before anyone even called you. And this one I feel very strongly about. See, I have seen really good people who did serious hard work, give a CV that sounds like they did almost nothing, helped with, was part of a team, assisted it. No, you did the work, say it clearly. Your CV is what gets you in the room. If it is weak, you will never get in the room. It does not matter how good you are if nobody calls you. Now after listening all of his 6 points, tell me, is the recruiter right? Are these really necessary lies? Here's my honest answer. See, most of what he said is not lying for me. It is just knowing how to speak. Knowing that how you can say something is just as important as what you say. That is true in interviews and that is true in life also. The only place where I think he actually goes too far is making up a salary number that is much higher than what you actually made. Everything else, that is just being prepared and speaking well. And you know what? There's one more side also. When I was done with the reading, I gone through with the comment section, and I have read so many comments. People were talking about the system was broke, how I am going to get the job if they are rewarding only the person who's able to speak well, present well, and they are not rewarding the person who can actually do the work. How we can get the job? And trust me, my heart is all with you. So the system is really broken. We cannot fix the system like overnight, right? And to handle this, there is no quick fix strategy. But the only strategy is practice. You have to present your case perfectly. You have to speak about yourself. You have to make a strong CV. You have to align your answers to their requirements. And that can only be possible if you speak confidently and you will present your case strongly. That's the only fix. So now it's the time to hear from you. Which of these 6 points do you agree with? Which one do you think he went too far? And has this really happened with you, where being too honest in an interview actually hurt your chances? Tell me in the comment section, because I read every comment. If you want a specific video for your requirement, also let me know in the comment section. I will make it for you. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more career advice. Your coach, Sona Bhatt.